ready for the racer's prayer and all the pre-race, let's toss it down to Randy Pulliam.
Keep me safe along the way, not only me, but others too, as they perform the jobs they do. Lord, I know that in a race, I, the driver, must set the pace. But in this race of life, I pray, help me, Lord, along the way. Although I know I'm a sinner, help me to believe that with Christ, you're always a winner. Amen. Please remain standing as you're able, removing your caps and your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red was singing in the air, gay through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Race fans, you know what they say. Saturday night's all right for racing. Say it with me, folks. Let's go racing!
The words everybody likes to hear at Bowman Gray Stadium, and boy, we're going to fire them up. But first, let's take a quick break on Flow Racing. We'll be back with night 1120. For his third career win, Austin Jones scores the victory. The fans are on their feet. Double checkered flag. It's Austin Jones for the Street Stock 50.
Austin Jones gets it done.
Four top 10 finishes this year for Austin Jones. And can he make it 3 tonight? A great racing pedigree. Keeping up with the Joneses. Pee Wee Jones, of course, his grandfather, one of the greats of all time here. And 74 years ago, last week, he scored his first ever Bowman Gray win. Can Austin Jones do it tonight? 4 street stock career wins.
And this car has been noticeably faster in 2025. Last year, they were splitting attention between a Pro Late model that they were working on and this car this year. They've turned their attention entirely to the street stock, and it has made all the difference in the world so far as his performances at the Madhouse go.
Well, let's give you the starting lineup for tonight's 20-lap Street Stock race, the QRC HVAC and Refrigeration Street Stock division. Starting on the pole, of course, the Mountain Fried Chicken 24 of Austin Jones. To the outside, the Fortress Roofing number 9, it's Brandon Brown.
Starting in third out of Mocksville, North Carolina, it's the number 13 Privet & Son Plumbing Machine, piloted by Ktrain Kevin Gilbert. Starting in fourth, the number 8 car out of Lexington, North Carolina, the statewide roofing machine, Kyler Staley behind the wheel.
The dog. All right, starting fifth in the Davis Water Service number 1. It's the defending champion, Christian Joyce. To the outside, the Parkway Ford fastest plumber. It is Zach Hoger.
Starting in seventh out of Curtisville, North Carolina, driving the A1 pressure washing number 23, it's Jordan Atkinson. Starting in eighth, the number 19 Amsoil machine, piloted by TJ Whaley.
Starting ninth tonight, the U.S. Unlimited Services 16. It's Big Daddy Brad Lewis. And to the outside, the Sykes Metal Roofing Machine, your points leader, Brian Sykes Jr.
Starting in the 11th, the 00 driver had a birthday yesterday out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Happy birthday indeed to Moose Martin, driving the Mule Skinner Trucking Machine. Starting in 12th, the number 28 out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, driving the Sykes Metal Roofing car. It's Brian Sykes Sr.
Starting 13th tonight, the name you'll know, that is Wallace. This is Chrissy Wallace in the Privacy Fence Solutions number 6, daughter of Mike Wallace. And on the outside of her will be the Route 64 Diner number 33, the big man, DJ Dean.
Final starters in this field, it's Zach Staley, Halvey, Justin Halverson, Emily Lewis, Craig Hartless, Nate Kirk, Brian Shoup, Brian Robertson, and Cooper Lowe, rounding out the 22-car field for our first feature of the evening, featuring the QRC HVAC and Refrigeration Street Stock Series.
Under the heat of a Carolina blue sky Saturday night here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we're about to get underway. The fans rise to their feet on Market USA night. Green flag is out for the Street Stocks.
Fabulous jump there for Austin Jones. Going to get clear of Ktrain. Maybe call it a car length if, as they go down in the north turn for the first time, battle a little bit heavy and heated further back with Brad Lewis trying to gain some spots, but they're single file up at the front of the field. Austin Jones in control.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking to the third place right now, and that is the number 9 of Brandon Brown holding a pretty steering wheel, and the guy behind him is probably feeling a little desperate. And right now, Brown sideways through the north turn. Christian Joyce has to stack up behind him. Joyce, last year's champion, having a tough season so far, trying to make the bleeding stop and get himself a good run tonight.
Brandon Brown rebounding nicely from Matthew Dillner's commentator. Curses there's contact just further back as Brad Lewis gets into Kyler Staley, and there's a little bit more contact with some of the Staley machines behind. One car piles in, and that will bring out our first call, 811, before you take caution of night 1120.
That's Brian Sykes in the number 28, who just kind of gets in there late. It looks like Staley was going to spin and no harm, no foul, but then Sykes comes in and tattoos him a little bit on the right side of that Bully's Bar and Grill number 8. The window net is down on the 8.
Sykes Sr. going to pull away from the scene and continue the racetrack, not to be confused with our points leader, Brian Sykes Jr., his son.
Brian Sykes Jr., the points leader.
So he rolls to the back of the field and should get sorted out somewhere towards the tail since he was involved in the yellow, as the safety crews are going to come to the aid of Kyler Staley, who's going to take a hit in the point standings. Entered this evening third in points, 20 back of Brian Sykes Jr. for the points lead.
Well, there is the number 8 in the lawn. Just got a text message from my buddy Ralph Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's winning crew chief today at Pocono, and he said, "Man, that was fun." So awesome day in NASCAR. You know, of course the Cup Series up in Pocono, and of course, you know, we love having a lot of NASCAR short track racing here live on Flow Racing, where you can see the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, ARCA, and of course some of the weekly racetracks, and including this one here every Saturday night. There is the Daniel Davis Towing Big Red hooking up your third place points man. Not a good night for Kyler.
Trying to remember all the nicknames that you have for the tow truck. So there's Big Red.
That's Big Red.
There's Old Blue, I think, right?
Yep. White Lightning.
And White Lightning. Okay,
Yeah.
the trio, right?
Yeah, the Trio Grande, like New York Islanders there. Sorry, a little Islanders reference. Do you know who the Trio Grande was?
You're going to have to – I'll probably know
Hockey
of them.
culture.
Right,
Sorry,
right.
guys.
As you say them, I'll probably recognize
Brian
them.
Trottier, Mike Bossy, the prolific goal scorer, and Clark Gillies on the left side. Anyway, Daniel Davis towing vehicle moves them off. 4 laps on the board for the QRC HVAC and Refrigeration Street Stockers. Street Stockers going first tonight and in the heat.
in the warmest day. And it's interesting to note here, we're not going to get sundown for another 40 minutes again. This the beginning of summer, first day of summer, and the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. So you won't have a sunset any later than tonight. And so for those running in this very first race of the program.
Well, you got some people already rubbing into each other there. You got the Koger Plumbing car and Bryant Robertson jockeying. No, it isn't. It is, I can't see what car that is. Oh, it's the number 4 of Emily Lewis. A little jockeying for position, but you see the 6 car right there. That is Chrissy Wallace, daughter of Mike Wallace, former NASCAR superstar. And alongside the number 7 of Zach Staley, those team cars. So one of the 3 cars is out tonight. Chrissy Wallace taking her first laps last week in a street stock here. She, I talked to her about it. She has a lot of experience. What people don't realize is in this summer shootout at Charlotte Motor Speedway of how to hustle a car on a flat racetrack with no banking. It's hard. It's really all about getting the car turned, and that's something that I think she's going to do pretty good at here.
Worth noting that quarter mile at Charlotte Motor Speedway was designed after, drum roll, anybody want to guess? Maybe Matthew Dillon, you take down some S&P Lemonade, perhaps? Do you know? Bowman Gray Stadium, same setup there with the quarter mile and the flat track. So it would make sense that if you've got experience at the quarter mile in the summer shootout, that would translate, especially here, since the track dynamics are so similar.
Yeah, and the Legends car is a lot harder to handle than these street stocks.
That is true. Sure. That's also very true.
But hey, we highlighted him at the beginning of the show, and right now, your leader in the event with a great racing heritage, Pee Wee Jones's grandson, Austin Jones. To the rear of him, the Garrison Gray, number 13 of the Ktrain. Battle is on for the 3rd position, though. That's what I think is going to be the hottest battle on the track. Christian Joyce in the number 1 machine, peeking to the inside. Will he shoehorn his way in there, and he gets a little bumper into Brown's number 9, tries to get under him. Oh, contact for the lead.
And that was Austin Jones trying to keep Ktrain at bay, and now it's an absolute mess for the 3rd spot. Contact with Brandon Brown and Brad Lewis and Christian Joyce. Lewis got the worst of it because here comes Brian Sykes Jr. to the inside to get 4th.
That is your points leader taking advantage. When opportunity knocks, that smooth young race car driver has done it, and he's done it the right way. He's done it smoothly, and you saw it right there. The chaos erupted in front of him. Smooth and calm to the 4th position.
Sometimes it's just better to let the chaos happen in front of you and take advantage of the moments. That's exactly what Brian Sykes Jr. did, and now he's starting to run down Christian Jones for the 3rd position. Meanwhile, just a little bit further back, Moose Martin and Brad Lewis really starting to put the pressure on each other for the 5th position.
Well, it looks like Brad Lewis is trying to give him a few birthday punches back there for the 5th position. The 2 black cars battling on your screen right now. Brad Lewis to the inside of the Moose. The Moose is on the loose. The 63-year-old now holding the wheel on the outside. The tough way around Bowman Gray. Give the spot to Brad Lewis. Little bit of contact as he tries to file in behind.
A lot of bit of contact there as they all check up in the middle of the south turn as we hit halfway in this first race of the evening for the QRC HVAC and Refrigeration Street Stock Series, their feature of the night. It's still Austin Jones in control, but look at the battle here with Brandon Brown. I see the 72 machine trying to make some moves in there. The 30 also fighting for position. That's Bryant Robertson, who's done a nice job climbing from the rear of the field to the front. As they continue to work, here comes Emily Lewis underneath Christy Wallace. Contact there. Lewis will go around at the top of the screen. That'll bring out the call 811 before you dig caution on lap 11 of 20.
Great job, James Pike.
Things move fast here at Bowman Gray. You have to be ready for it.
You have to be ready for everything. If you're a fan sitting in the grandstand, there's stuff happening everywhere. In the grandstands, on the racetrack, you don't know where to look at sometimes. And our camera guys doing a great job. Joe Radler, Elgin Trailer, doing a great job here. We've got our static cams, of course. Truman Fontello doing the turn 1 camera. Great job by Truman.
A lot of fabulous folks here on site. We've got 2 fabulous ladies at Concord making things happen between Sarah Akins and Jordan Neiman. So shout out to those 2 punching all the buttons and making all the tech things happen to get us up on air as we get a good
Speaking
look at
of the fast females, we've got our female production
Emily
group.
Lewis.
Look at this. Emily Lewis right there in the number 1 female winner here in the street stock division.
Lights are already off on the modern Chevrolet pace car. So set to make the move back to green flag racing, lap 12 of 20 up on the board.
Yeah, Justin Mincy making a good note to us, talking about really, we were watching the 13 car rotating really well in the center of the corner. The Jones car has been one of the best cars in the season. Opportunity hasn't always been there for him with the draw, but Kevin Gilbert, the picture of consistency in this division so far in 2025. Now we go back to green with 12 laps on the board.
If we can get a long green flag run, that may play into Ktrain's favor as it stands. He drives it deep into the center of the corner and actually gets off pretty well for as deep as he drove it. Meanwhile, stacking up a little bit further back, here comes Ktrain, putting the nudge to Austin Jones. There goes Ktrain to the bottom, looking for the race lead here, coming to lap 13.
He's to the bottom. Can the Ktrain do it? He's to the inside. The fans are getting riled up here for one of the great veterans here at Bowman Gray. Still looking for his first career win. He has the lead coming to lap 13. Sideways. Jones tucks in behind.
Trouble a little bit further back, though, as the leaders continue the race. It will bring out the call 811 before you dig caution. I believe that's Halvey over in the middle of the north turn that is stopped. Justin Halverson, the one that has gone around to bring out this yellow blade number 3 of this QRC HVAC and refrigeration street stock feature.
Halvey spun there in the north turn.
Stuck there, crews waiting for just a window of opportunity to get to him. It's a tight racetrack here at Bowman Gray, so you have to sort of let the field process itself before you get any opportunity to see whether or not Halvey needs help. Looks like that car will at least get turned around and drive its way back towards the front stretch. A little bit of damage on both sides, but nothing that immediately suggests that he would need to go back to the pits to get that fixed.
Yeah, I think that car should be okay. Halverson's car, no worse for the wear. The CCW Insurance number 82 with the reflective numbers on it. Beautiful sunset here. As we go 1 to go, we're going to go right back to racing here. It will be 5 laps to go, Pike.
I wonder if these warmer conditions and the fact that they're racing earlier in the program helps Ktrain, because that car generally trends loose in most races. You see it sort of fished out a little bit more, but if the track is warmer and slicker and everybody's fighting that problem, it sort of neutralizes the rest of the field and gives a little bit more advantage, I think, to Ktrain's ability to get through the center of the corner, which is where that car has been strongest traditionally all season long. He'll back up the field as we get set to go racing one more time. Off on the gas pedal he goes, off and away, but a good jump there for Austin Jones as Brian Sykes Jr. immediately looks to the inside of Christian Joyce and sends him up the racetrack in the south turn.
Big battle out. Christian Joyce getting booted to the rear of the field. It looks like trouble on the number 1. He's had a tough season so far this year. Now he's on the outside, hanging on for dear life as the driver of that number 1.
Almost made contact with Moose Martin. I think got loose out of the corner more than anything else, so Moose might get the spot. Here comes Jordan Atkins, I believe, to the inside as well, looking for a position. And how about Brandon Brown, who had trouble earlier and is trying to rebound Bryant Robertson there, looking for a spot underneath him too.
All eyes are on that battle now as Joyce tries to get from the outside to the inside, but Jordan Atkins is there, getting physical. Off the turn 4 right now are these two drivers going around this track, and the number 1 is loose on the outside.
Absolute dog pile there coming out of the south turn, but here comes Ktrain to take the white flag. 1 lap to go for Kevin Gilbert.
He's finished 2nd this year. He's finished 3rd. He's finished 4th. He's finished 5th. A career that has spanned so long. And his 198th career start, the Ktrain has done it. He's finally a winner at Bowman Gray Stadium. Congratulations, Kevin Gilbert.
All you need to know is that hand is still out of the driver's side window, and Ktrain is all the way back to the north turn. That is how excited Kevin Gilbert is to finally make it to Carolina Wood Floors Victory Lane at Bowman Gray Stadium. This is going to be a very fun interview that Randy Pulliam is about to have.
One of the most beloved wins of the season that we will probably see. Wow. The 119th different driver to win a street stock race. It has taken nearly 200 starts for this veteran, and you see the respect right here, okay? His fellow competitors, the veteran, Bryant Robertson, in the black number 72, and Moose Martin, giving him a salute. They know how hard Kevin Gilbert has tried. This is a driver that has not always had the best equipment here. This is a very old chassis. He does what he does with the little bit that he has, and tonight he finally gets to clutch and grip that checkered flag, and he's going to go around for some donuts. He's soaking in this victory.
When you work that hard and you work that long for a moment like this, you're going to soak in and take every single moment as he drifts in a little bit there out of the corner and speeds right on in to Carolina Wood Floors victory lane.
You know, we've talked about this in the pit area this year about 3 times, Kevin Gilbert and I keep on telling him, hey, man, you keep on running this way with all top 10 finishes, you're going to get the win. Kevin Gilbert, the big winner. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam with our first-time winner.
If you can't tell, pretty excited bunch of folks down here for Kevin Gilbert. He picks up win number 1 in his Bowman Gray Stadium career. Let him hear it as he climbs out of the cockpit, a winner. Kevin, let's head over here to the other side of your car so the folks from all over the country on Flow Racing, they see you up there. Kevin, you come so close so many times. This has got to feel tremendous.
It's been a long time coming, man. Long time coming. I knew I could do it. I just needed the car to do it in. Thanks to Spencer Martin. I couldn't have done it without him. It's all the thanks goes to Spencer Martin Performance. I got some sponsors to thank. Hold on.
Absolutely.
I ain't good at this. I had to write them down. Dispensary, Alternative Care Center, Garage Doors of the Triad, Mulch and More, Discount Car Depot, Ellis Tire and Auto, Clifton Plumbing, Gilbert Grouse Management, Prevette Sons Plumbing, SMP, and Scotty's Performance Motors. Team No Quit. This ain't all. We're not done.
Kevin, let's go over here and pick up that very first winner's trophy at the Carolina Wood Floors Winners
It's
Circle.
not cheating if you write your partners down, is it? And I love the preparedness to have those ready to go.
I love the preparedness. I mean, Team No Quit. How about it? The Garage Doors of the Triad, number 13. Fan favorite win tonight. Let's take a break on Flow Racing. We're coming back.